For years now, we have been hearing about humans traveling to Mars and establishing colonies there. But the question has always been, when will it actually happen? Many predicted that humans would reach Mars by 2024, but that has not yet taken place. Even so, we know that a great deal of groundwork has already been happening behind the scenes. When we talk about sending humans to Mars and setting up colonies, even in today's highly advanced world, doubts still remain about whether it will truly be possible. Back in 2016, Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, first announced his vision of turning humans into a multiplanetary species. He declared that his company would transport people to Mars and even build colonies there. Humanity has already conquered the moon, which was once a source of endless wonder. But compared to the moon, Mars presents far greater challenges. The first major challenge is distance. The closest Mars ever gets to Earth is around 54 million kilometers away. Considering that today's spacecraft travel at speeds between 10,000 and 20,000 kilometers per hour, a trip to Mars would take anywhere from 6 to 9 months. So when we hear about sending large numbers of people to Mars and setting up colonies, it is natural to feel amazement. Yet step by step, Elon Musk and SpaceX have been moving closer to making it a reality. But such a mission requires enormous preparation. One of the most crucial aspects is developing an interplanetary transportation system, and more importantly, creating fully reusable rockets and spacecraft. If rockets can be launched, returned safely to Earth, and reused, the cost of space travel can be reduced dramatically, making such missions possible on a large scale. By 2016, SpaceX had already taken significant steps in this direction. With their Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy rockets, they successfully launched satellites into orbit, recovered boosters back to launch pads, and reused them, achieving milestones that once seemed impossible. In 2018, they officially announced the development of Starship, a spacecraft designed for interplanetary travel. The initial goal was to send humans to Mars by 2024, but due to technical issues and delays, the timeline was extended. On October 13, 2024, SpaceX successfully completed the 5th test flight of Starship, a launch watched with great excitement worldwide. For space enthusiasts in particular, it was a moment of wonder. The Starship system is composed of 2 parts, the Super Heavy booster at the bottom and the Starship spacecraft on top, which is capable of carrying both cargo and passengers. In these tests, the booster lifted the Starship to a certain height, detached, and then returned precisely to its launch pad. Using robotic arms, it was caught and secured with remarkable accuracy. This was a new achievement, compared to earlier rockets that landed on sea platforms or landing pads. The Starship itself can carry up to 100 people at a time into space, or as much as 150,000 kilograms of cargo into low Earth orbit. Most importantly, it is reusable, making repeated missions feasible. In the latest tests, both the booster and the Starship performed their functions perfectly, proving the system works. This success has renewed hopes that humans will indeed reach Mars. Two big questions arise. Why do we want to build colonies on Mars? And how exactly will such a 9-month-long human mission be carried out? The second question can be answered more clearly. SpaceX has already mastered the technology to launch heavy payloads into space, and with reusability, they can drastically cut costs. For a manned mission, astronauts and cargo will board the Starship, which will then be launched by the Super Heavy booster. After detaching, the booster will return to its launch pad, while Starship continues its journey to Mars. The crew will spend several months traveling through space before landing on the planet. Once there, they will build infrastructure, conduct experiments, and gradually establish a human presence. Of course, this is an extremely complex mission. Yet, by most estimates, SpaceX has already achieved more than 50% of the requirements. Looking at their progress, it seems likely that humanity's first steps on Mars could realistically happen before the end of this decade.
Subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.